Now that all the cross-sections are entered, we will import a vector PDF of the alignment. Business Center calculates the quantities using the actual horizontal alignment in our corridor earthwork report. If you have an XML file of the geometry, you can just drag it in. You could also type it in. For this job, we will use the PDF plans to put the alignment in. First, we will go up to File and Import. We normally would just drag the PDF file in, but for this project, we only need one page out of the plan set. Then we just drag the cross sections off to the side, because when we bring in the PDF, it will simply place it in the open workspace. Go to Business Center's Project Explorer and right-click on the vector PDF image and place image. If we had control points on the plan, we could use georeference so the project would be in the actual job coordinates. We have three ways to scale PDFs and place image: known distance, line with distance and bearing, which is a really accurate way to scale, and scale bar and north arrow. Let's use the third option. Type in 800 for the distance, and now we get our nice big bullseye on screen. Notice when we touch the scale bar, the X pops out. We are snapping to the vector in the scale bar for the best possible accuracy. Then click in the direction of the north arrow and the plan rotates. We could digitize heads up on screen the horizontal alignment, but this is a vector PDF, so let's pull out the vectors. Business Center will join the dashed lines, and if this is a layer-based PDF, recognize all the layers. Before working with the center line, let's run Project Cleanup. We only want to clean the vector data, so we just drag a box around them. Project Cleanup removed 9 duplicate lines and joined 587 lines. Inspecting the center line, we find that Project Cleanup did a great job of joining the line for us. Look how clean Business Center extracts the vector PDF data. Now, let's rename the center line to something that makes sense by creating a new layer on the fly and give it a unique color. If we had a template with a center line layer, we wouldn't have to do this. Then get rid of all the other data that we don't need. You will notice that the center line starts way before our first station in the cross sections. Just pick the line. When you right click, you will notice the most common features to whatever you are trying to do. We just pick break line and break and get rid of the part of the line that we don't need. Now that we have this nice vector line representing the alignment, let's create a new alignment under corridor. Give it a name, then simply pick the line. Right click and append the vector center line as the horizontal alignment. The job doesn't start at 0 plus 0, 0, so just change it to the correct starting station and tab down to the next line. That's all there is to it. That's all well and good that we've created the horizontal alignment for our bid, but all of our cross sections are running down the dummy alignment. What now? Well, all we need to do is drag a box around all the cross sections, right click, and go to their properties, and tell them you don't belong to this dummy alignment, you belong to this one. Look, all of the cross sections magically flip over to the actual alignment. Then we could delete the old alignment and center the project on screen. It's downhill from here to get our cuts and fills and quantity of concrete. All we need to do is build our surfaces from the 3 cross sections we pulled from the vector PDF sheets. Remember, Business Center could put in as many layers as needed in a single cross section. So if you build complex linear projects like railroads, you will find this to be very valuable. We just go to Surface, Create Surface to build the existing ground, proposed design, and the subgrade surface. Notice how Business Center can even classify the surface as original, finished, proposed, mass earthwork, and so on. Before we run the calcs, let's inspect the proposed surface in Business Center's 3D view. Pulling out cross sections from vector PDFs creates very clean surfaces. Looks good, doesn't it? Next, we will build our corridor and analyze the earthwork.